Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another SBC video with me, Kieran, and we're completing the League and Nation Hybrid in this one by doing the Challenger SBC. So as I said, League and Nation Hybrid, you'll find it in the Foundations tab if you don't know. All the rest are obviously already out on the channel, so you can go and watch them. We're not going to waste any more time. I think we should get into some requirements. So, let's just let it load up. 3 leagues, 2 countries. 6 from the same for both, and then you need gold players. 32 chem, so effectively you're going to need full chem on your squad. We're going to start off in this one in America, actually. We're going to start off the good old US of A with our centre-backs. They're going to be from the NWSL, so we're going to use Real and Montefusco as our 2 centre-backs. So we'll start on the left-hand side. 300 coins, you can get yourself Kaylee Real, and then Megan Montefusco for 300 coins as well. Any gold USA centre-backs from the US Women's League will work here, by the way, so it's not just them that you can use. Huster is up next. That is Tori Huster, 300 coins again. These are the most American names I think I've ever heard. Literally, these are literally the most stereotypical American names. Vigiano is going to be up next. Marissa Vigiano for 300 coins. And yeah, there you go. Just you can see it there. Pretty easy to get in your squad. And then next to her, we are staying with Americans, but we're moving on to the Men's League, the MLS, and we're using Roldan. Christian Roldan here, 350 coins, another very, very easy one for you to get in your squad. So, we're going to go up front next, and we are going to put in Ferreira. That is Jesus, or maybe Jesus Ferreira, 350 coins right there for him. And we've got one more from this league, actually, and he is going to play on the right. So, we're going to put Roldan into the middle, as he can play centre mid. And the man here is going to be Spanish, but he is going to be from the MLS. So we go Spanish, we'll go down, we'll find him here quite easy. That is Carlos Gil. He's going to be our last player who goes in from the MLS. So you can see him there, Carlos Gil Pereira there, 400 coins. He is getting chem, you just can't see it here because there's a bit of a glitch with chem loading up sometimes. And then we've got 4 players from the Spanish Women's League, La Liga F, and we are using Spanish players, as you can see here. So, Naikari is going to be our striker, but any Spanish striker from the league will work, and the same with the rest of the players, but I'll give you the ones that are the easiest to get and the cheapest to get. So we're going to have Yone Amazaga up next. She's going to be going in at left mid. Yone Amazaga Martinez there for 350 coins. Onto the left back, we are going to be using either of these work. She's obviously first owner, she was already there. We are going to be using Nera Nevado right here. Some of these have been bidded on, but most of them are just buy nows at 350. If you see anything that's 300, it is a bid. So if you want to do it a little bit cheaper, make sure you bid on them. And we're going to finish off with our goalie here, which is going to be Olat Santana. She's going to be our goalkeeper who completes the squad for 350 coins. Olat Santana Arnaldo there for 350. So as usual, any questions today? And this one is pretty easy, actually. It's only 4.3k, and it gives you a mega pack that is unfortunately untradeable. Fiendish and Puzzle Master, they're already out. You can go and watch them, whether you're watching this on YouTube or on TikTok. And a lot of people are giving me questions about the other ones. They'll be out very, very soon. So, before we start, requirements down the side, you can see them there. 3 leagues, 4 regions, max 5, max 6 for the leagues and the countries respectively, and 79 rating, 29 chem. You'd expect these to get easier as they go down, because obviously you don't actually use as many leagues and stuff, but the chemistry goes up quite a lot, which makes it hard. So, we're starting off using Spanish players from La Liga F, which is the women's first division in Spain, and we're going to start at right back, and we're going to be using Ainhoa Moraza, is I believe how you say her name. She plays for Atleti. Aina Vicente Morata, right there. If I try and do it with a Spanish accent, I'm sorry if you're Spanish. 350 coins, very, very easy to get. Moving over to right mid, we're going to be using Athenea, I think is how you'd say that. Athenea del Castillo. Obviously, she's a default right wing, I believe, but you can play her at right mid because of the position change things now, and she's 400 coins. Very, very easy to get. I would recommend bidding on these players if you can, but I have bought most of them now. Next up, we are going to have Claudia Zornova. She's going to be going in next. Obviously, she gets that lovely perfect link to our right mid. So, Claudia Zornova Sanchez for 400 coins right there. And you've already seen our next player. It's going to be Gemma Gilly. She's going in to the central midfield spot. Gemma Gilly Guinea for 300 coins. Very, very cheap. Very, very easy to get. So, we're going to stay with Spanish women. But we are going to change league, and we are going to go to the WSL, where we are going to use Leila Al-Harbi. We're going to use her. We're not going to use the other one there, so don't buy her. Leila Al-Harbi. She's got a second name twice. That's just confusing. Just type in Layla and she'll come up, guys. 450 coins. Very expensive compared to the rest of the squad. Next, we are going to stay in WSL. We're going over to West Ham, though. Of course we are. We have got Hawa Sissoko at centre-back. And yeah, she's pretty easy to get, 300 coins, 79 rated, very, very useful. Was going to link her to Kurtzuma, but then it didn't end up working. And up front, yes, it says centre mid, but she can play up front. We have got Dagny Brunner-Stottir. Basically, she becomes our target woman if we can't score a goal. So she's got striker, which is very helpful for SBC. So Dagny Brunner-Stottir. Type her first name in, guys. It will be easier. So we've got 5 positions left to fill. And next, we're going to be going to the Premier Leagues. Of course, we were only allowed to have 3 leagues right here, and we're going to the Premier League. So, Premier League centre mid is going to be Calvin Phillips. And I don't know if he'll come up here. He will, even though he's a CDM. That's good. Calvin Phillips, who, of course, I say plays for Man City. He sits on the bench for Man City and trains with them. He doesn't really play. 450 coins for him. Next up, we've got Gordon, but you can use Harvey Barnes. If you get him as well, you can use Harvey Barnes. So we've got Anthony Gordon. He's a lot easier to get than Harvey Barnes, so I recommend you get him. He's going to perfect link to our centre-back, which is big Dan Burn, who can play left-back as well, which, again, is very useful for SBCs. 400 coins for him, no problem to get him. And then you just need an English goalkeeper. I went with Sam Johnson. He was by far the easiest to get into the side. So English Premier League goalkeeper. Fotheringham, I believe, works as well. And there's quite a few others like the geezer that used to play for Man United, Dean Henderson, you can use him as well. 350 coins for Johnson, very simple to get. This gives you a 45k pack. It is untradeable, but it does give you a 45k pack, which is pretty good. You need 4 leagues, 5 countries, max 4 players from the same league. You can read it down the side. 80 rating is probably the most difficult thing here. I've done this for 4.3k, which is not quite half of what it is on Footbin, but almost. So, we are going to start, of course, in goal, and we are going to go to the Spanish league, and that is the Spanish men's league. That is La Liga EA Sports. Obviously, EA are going to be pretty happy about that, aren't they? So we're going to start with Rui Silva. He's going to be our first player here. Obviously, long-time goalkeeper for Real Betis. Rui Tiago Dantas da Silva is his full name in case you need it, but I don't think you will. 400 coins on a buy now for him. Next up is Sergi Roberto. Got him for 300 on a bid. He's only 400 buy now. I'd have accounted that into the price. Of course, you might not be able to bid on all these players, but I'd recommend you do. Anyone that I've bought now, save yourself a few extra coins, bid on them, okay? So Sergi Roberto, Carnicer, however you say that, goes into the squad next. We are going to move actually to CDM next because we are sticking with our Spanish league for now. We've got William Carvalho, another player from Betis. William Silva de Carvalho is his full name there, but he's the only William Carvalho, and he's by far the most expensive player in this squad. He is going to be 600 coins if you wish to use him. And we've got one more player from Betis. We're not done with them yet, and that is, of course, former Real Madrid man, Isco. Francisco Roman Alarcon, I think that is, Suarez, 400 coins. I struggle with the Spanish names. I speak a decent amount of Spanish, that shouldn't be hard. 400 coins for him, not too bad. We're going to move over to, tell you what, we will go to the Liga F next, I believe it is called. The Liga F is the Spanish La Liga, and we're just using Engen from this league. Only Engen, she's the only one we're using here. Ingrid Sjøstad Engen, she plays for Norway, which of course is another nation, and although she is Barcelona and gets that link to Roberto, it is a different league, because of course it's a women's league. So, we're going to move to our next league now, and that's actually going to be the Premier League, and we're using 3 players from Brighton here, starting with Lewis Dunk, if I can find him, there he is. So Lewis Dunk goes in, just 350 on the bid for him, 400 by now, very easy to get. His teammate, Estepinian, is going to be our next player into the squad, Purvis Estepinian, that is for 450, one of the more expensive players. And then, luckily I already had this man in my squad, but he's only 300 coins, and that's Danny Welbeck to complete a nice little Brighton trifecta there. So, we do actually have one more English player, and he plays in a different league. He plays in Liga Portugal with the rest of our players. I think you can see where this is going. So, Edwards is going to be going in up front. He can play up front. He's a default right winger, but obviously there's no position changes anymore. Just buy him as a right winger, and he'll be able to move up front, and there'll be no problem there. So, just Marcus Edwards, 400 coins right there. We're going to move to centre-back next, where we're going to be using Jose Font. Jose Miguel de Rocha Font, his full name there. Again, a 400 coin player who's going to be very easy for you to get. And then finally in this squad, we are moving to Cam. He's not a Cam, he's a left mid by default, but he can play as a Cam, which of course is what we want here. It's very useful. And his name is Ivan Jamie Pajuelo there. And he's a first owner for me, but he's very easy to get for 300 coins because no one actually really uses him. So we will send all of that in now, and we'll get ourselves a 45k pack. One of the big ones today is giving you a 50k pack. It is the Puzzle Master, obviously from the League and Nation Hybrid, as you can see there. So, this is only going to cost you 3.3k, because I've absolutely finessed it. I've more than halved the price it is on Footbin. We are that good. So, leagues exactly 5, countries exactly 6, players from 1 club is maximum 2, and then we've got 80 rating and 20 chem. 20 chem is quite generous, I believe. It was a bit higher in the past, but you won't You will have to quote me on that. We're going to start off in the WSL, which in the first few days of FIFA has been literally the best league for SBCs I think we've ever seen. We're going to start off with a bit of Beth England, who's going to be an SBC mainstay this year. I can already tell you that. So there you go. Bethany England for just 300 coins. Get her in your squad. Over on right wing, obviously we can't use her. We are going with a right back who can play there though, and that is Neve Charles, who plays for Chelsea. She's going to be playing there. Well, she doesn't play there in real life because of Lauren James. But 300 coins to get Neve Charles in your squad is not too bad. There you go. Make sure you bid on these, by the way. You will get them quite a little bit cheaper. So let's go back over to the WSL, see what else we've got knocking about. We are going to be using a Lottie Wubben-Moy next, obviously. Partly England squad. 300 coins for her. Very, very easy to get yet again, and not very competitive at all. Jess Carter's going to be our next one through the door. She's our 4th WSL player, I know. And she's going to be 300 coins yet again. And then we're going to be finishing off our kind of English bit of this team with an English player from a different league. And that is actually going to be Marcus Edwards, who plays for Sporting, if I can find him. Let's put another letter in there, make it a little bit easy. Marcus Edwards, in he goes. Cheap as chips, mate. 300 coins to get Marcus Edwards in your squad. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 English players. We're going to take a little journey over to the Bundesliga now, okay? We're going to go over to the Bundesliga where we will find Shkiri, who's going to go in next. And we will also find a bit of Jonathan Tah. He's going to go into our squad as well. Proper player, him, Jonathan Tah. So, we'll put these two in first. We'll start with Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah, 300 coins, easy as you like. And then next to him, we have got Els Shkiri, 300 coins again, very, very easy. And his partner is also going to be from the Bundesliga in midfield, and that is going to be his teammate in real life, Roda. He's going in next. That is Sebastian Roda. Again, 300 coins, easy as you want. So that leaves us with just 3 players needed. Obviously, we need 2 leagues and we need 3 nations. Next one, get a Bundesliga player who's 78 rated or above and doesn't play for a nation you've already used. I'm going with Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting. 300 coins, always very easy to get. If he goes up, just get a different one. That's very, very easy. So for our last 2 players, obviously we need some rating. We're only on 77 rating at the moment. So if I go to my newest, you will see exactly who I've bought. We're going to go with Thiny, who plays in the French Women's League. She's just 300 coins again. Gaetane, I think is how you say that. I've probably done that very, very wrong. I apologise, but she's going in. And then just get yourself another 82 rated in, well, in goal, but it doesn't have to be a goalkeeper. We're going to go with Cook. Who let her cook? Who knows? But she's going to be our goalie for this one. So that is Alana Cook. Last one through the door for 300 coins. Just having a look at the stream chat there, because we are live at the moment. We've got a 50k pack to open. I'm actually really excited about this. If you guys get anything good, make sure you let me know. Obviously, if you have any questions about this, let me know as well down below. I'll try my best to help you out or find alternatives. But here we go. It's a Scottish player from 50k pack. It's a cam. It's going to be Weir from Real Madrid. I was expecting better, but there could be something else in here as well. There could be some juicy players for our starter team. We get Allaire, Mertens. Oh, that's stinky. That's stinky, guys. Is there anything on the second page? There's Baku and Galeno. That could have been quite a lot better, but we've got a bit. I think she's already SBC for her. I can't lie. She's not got the best stats. Allaire's too slow, but that happens sometimes, doesn't it? Thank you for watching this one, guys. As I said, make sure you check out the rest. There'll be a card on your screen now to get on that. And yeah, I'll see you later. Best of luck with the rest of the SBCs, and goodbye.